What up, G Life? It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist. The playlist on top where I have all my videos and no footage makes the video you're looking for a lot easier. Whether it's reactions, a G series, all that good stuff, every video is in their own folder. That way you don't have to keep scrolling. You know, bam, makes it a lot easier. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Man in Society, M.O.D, where I talk about stuff outside of the streets, you know, religion, conspiracies, everything and anything, you know. What I wanted to talk about, like the title says, fake accounts. What do I mean about fake accounts? A lot of people have them. YouTube, in the land of YouTube. There's individuals out there who have fake accounts. That way they, you know, could just go and see what people think of them or how they view them, and etc. Or, you know, to maybe spy on those who they dislike and maybe say how they truly feel without looking at a bad lighting. Honestly, those behaviors say a lot about a person. You know, it says a lot about a person's overall confidence, overall personality, and overall you know, motives, I guess you could say, you know, on what they're looking for, you know, on YouTube. People have to understand that in this world, not everybody's gonna like you, not everybody's gonna agree with you, and that's perfectly fine and it's perfectly okay. You know what I mean? Everyone's entitled to their opinions, and when it comes to other people and wanting for them their approval, you know, people just have to understand that there's some people that will agree with you and there's some people that will not. Doesn't make them right, doesn't make you wrong, nothing like that. It just means that everybody has their overall view on how they view situations. And another thing is that if you're confident in, you know, who you are and what you say and what you do, then no matter who it is, no matter how many people it is, whatever they're saying about you, if it isn't true and if the truth is on your side, then what they're saying is irrelevant, despite, you know, who ends up jumping on a board and believing them. If you know the truth, then that's the only thing that matters, because there's only one truth, bro. You know, and if you know that that's what it is, and that's the only thing that matters. You know, and if you know that you're right, then you should be at peace with that. But wanting the approval of others says a lot about your self-confidence and overall on how you view, you know, the world. You know, the day people can realize that that's perfectly fine, that not everyone's going to be on board, is the day that you'll be more at ease and be able to not let these type of, you know, behaviors, you know, phase you. You get what I'm saying? Now, fake accounts, because there is people out there who have nothing better to do or have an agenda. They could dislike you for several reasons or just for their entertainment. You know, there's people out there that just like making other people mad. That's they get a kick out of that. It makes them happier about themselves, because, you know, of how they view life, their overall scenarios. Most people, you know, maybe you know, have a hard time, you know, making friends. Maybe they were bullied. You know, maybe they're just, you know, picked on, or for whatever reason, and this is their domain, and now they get to now release some of that anger or release some of that behavior, you know, on others, you know, but they're not confrontational people, you know. In real life, they wouldn't be like this, but on the internet, they could. So it brings them some type of ease, you know, it makes them feel a little bit better about their situation. And there's people that have agendas, you know. It could be, you know, whites, blacks, Mexicans, you know, whoever, who dislike, you know, maybe what you do, maybe what you're pushing. So they'll have multiple accounts, right? And they'll go and say something about you, right? They'll make up some stuff about you. And then with these other accounts, they'll go and like what they said, you know. So now it looks like that comment that they said has some merit to it or is valid because it has like 17 likes. The comment he wrote has like 17 likes now, or 100 likes. But let's just say, you know, a majority of them are fake accounts that he created. That way he likes his own comment. That way it looks like what he's saying, there's some truth to it. So there's individuals that do that, believe me. Now, how do I know this? I know this because there's an individual who used to do that to me. And, you know, we started talking, and, you know, I was getting to know him, you know, provided some, you know, some advice, just somebody to talk to. And, you know, then he started telling me all of this and that, and showing me proof and stuff, of how individuals do this. And I already knew that, and I told them, you know, what I think is happening. And he agreed. He's like, how did you know? Like, have you heard of this before? Like, no, but I had a hunch. You know what I mean? Just because I like to, interact with my subscribers, and I could just tell by, what people say, how they say it, because everybody has a signature, even when it comes to writing a comment. There's only so much you could change, you know what I mean? Uh, but there's too many things that match up, um, they parallax. You can't change everything about you, so that's why, um, you can tell people have multiple accounts that is the same individual, uh, which words they use, how they use them, and etc. Anyway, so there's individuals that'll create that, and they'll create fake profiles. There's people that fake that they're sureños, or fake that they're norteños, or fake that they're Crips, or fake that they're Bloods. That way they could keep the beefs going. They'll fake that they're sureño, and they'll go to a norteño page and be like, "F all you, wuti 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 why." That way, and they don't realize that people could actually really get hurt, or shit could really, escalate from those comments, but they don't care, because to them it's like good riddance, screw them all, I don't care what happens to them. To me, it's all fun, even though we're dealing with other human beings and they could potentially lose their lives. They don't care on their actions, you know what I mean? Because to them, they're so self-centered. They only care about, what they do. They don't give a fuck about anybody else, or if they die or whatever, you know what I mean? Because they're so the way they were raised, they're just so bitter, and petty. um, and only care about themselves. Selfish individuals. But that's somebody who's full of a lot of rage, due to, whatever problems he has going on in his personal life, and that he just lashing out at the world. So, seeing other people suffer brings them some kind of joy. So it's like, now you understand. Now you're in pain, like how I'm in pain. Now you have it hard, like I have it hard. Because he feels that it's unfair that he has to live rough and everybody else has, everything that, he wish he had, or, whether friends, women, success, etc. So they lash out in these behaviors because they see it unfair, especially with gang members. Why should this gang member have success, be looked up to, or however they want to view it, uh, when he's been sinning his whole entire life, while me, I have always walked a straight line and followed all the rules and everything like that, and I don't have what he has, and that irritates them. It gets them mad. That's why they don't want to see, homeboys succeeding or achieving any kind of thing. They make it on their mission to try to discredit them, or expose, or whatever, for those reasons. And they'll go, they're witty as well. You know what I mean? They'll ask certain questions. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, can I don't care. I don't care what they're saying about you, bro. I don't care what this channel and this channel. They'll say some specific channel specifically. I don't care what they're saying about you. I'm down with you, and it's like creating now, controversy, because now this person will attack that person, and now they'll start beefing it. And now, in his eyes, it's like, you see, these guys haven't changed. You see, these guys are still the same, dirtbag scums. Like they create that show now. It's like, you see, this is how these people really are. They're drama queens, or etc. You know what I mean? It's how they show their evidence of these behaviors. So I could tell when people try to get on your good side, because they're trying to manipulate, trick you. You know what I mean? They'll have multiple accounts. One account where they talk shit to you, and one account where they're your homie. And it's just the way that they play it into it. You know what I mean? That way you get more trust in them. Like making them more trustworthy, because this person's talking shit to you, but this person's defending you, but it's the same person. That way you make it more trustworthy, and you get what I'm saying. Um, it, like I said, people have time, bro. Though they have time. There's people that just have time. Uh, you know, people don't have no social life, and this is their entertainment. This is their world where they pass time, or like to spend, because people on the internet get to be and say whatever they want. You know what I mean? You can literally say whatever you want, on the comments. But it don't make it true. But in their eyes, if they're viewed like that, people that pretend to be gang members and everything, because now they actually maybe wanted to be a gang, but they just didn't have what it took. So this way, it's like they get to be that, but without none of the repercussions or consequences. They get to play out their fantasy, I guess. Why that would be their fantasies, I don't know. We would have to actually sit down with each individual and actually get to the bottom of it. You know what I mean? Of why these individuals behave in this manner. Um, but yes, they do that. So there is people that do that. They make fake accounts. So you'll have multiple fake accounts, and then they'll pretend that they to befriend you. Um, to get people to beef with other people. They'll ask certain questions too. They'll ask certain questions like they'll be a good subscriber of yours. You know what I mean? And then they'll ask certain questions like, what do you think about this? Baiting them into falling down that rabbit hole. Uh, you know, Creating controversy and everything like that. But but since they're on your good side, it doesn't no red flags are really shown or people don't call them out on it or whatever. It's seen as just like they want to see like exactly if they're able to trick you or not. Um, you know what I mean? You get a lot of that on the internet. So while there's people that could, give you compliments or, say that they, this is that, in reality, they don't believe none of that. But they boost their self esteem. They boost their egos because people like, getting complimented because, it inflates their egos, So now they start talking reckless and now they start, becoming reckless, and they spiral out of control. That's what they try to do. They feed their ego so much so they burst, um, because that's what tends to happen. You get what I'm saying? Um, yeah, but see, there's a lot of people that are not able to see the games that are being played. So just keep your heads up because that does happen. That does occur. You get a lot of that. So just never let it phase you. They're just words. You know what I mean? They really mean nothing. If you know what the truth is, that's the only thing that matters. The people you mingle with know what it is. The opinions of these people on the comments is irrelevant. So never let what they say when it comes to being like disrespectful or trying to assassinate your character or anything like that ever phase you unless there's some truth to it. Then that's the only time it's really gonna bother you. um, but overall, that's just the way the internet is. It's not that serious. So keep your head up and keep on grinding, keep doing you. But that's just my opinion. I'm Shadow. We out.